In the waning hours before dawn, beneath the purple shadows of the Phoenix Pavilion, the Imperial court stood gathered in solemn rows. Outside, the capital of Bianjing still slumbered, wrapped in spring mist, unaware of the peril that now gripped the empire. Upon the golden throne sat Emperor Renzong of the Song dynasty, cloaked in violet robes embroidered with golden dragons. Lantern light flickered off polished jade tiles. In that enchanted silence, an invisible dread filled the air, unseen but everywhere. A pestilence had taken root. The Emperor's voice was low but firm. "Speak now, or the court is dismissed." From the ranks stepped Chancellor Zhao Jie and Minister Wen Yanbo. They bowed so deeply their foreheads nearly touched the floor. "Your Majesty," they intoned, "a plague sweeps the capital. The people are dying. The fields go untilled. The soldiers fall sick in their barracks. We beg you to show mercy, release the prisoners, lift the taxes, and seek heaven's forgiveness." The Emperor's eyes narrowed. Then he nodded. "So be it." Decrees were written. Incense was sent to every temple. Scribes toiled through the night, copying holy petitions. Rituals were performed at shrines from the Yellow River to the Southern Sea. And yet the plague worsened. Another council was called. This time, a new voice rose from the court. Fan Zhongyan, a man of quiet wisdom and piercing eyes. "This is no ordinary illness," he said. "It is the wrath of heaven. Only one can undo it, Zhang, the celestial master of Dragon Tiger Mountain. Let him conduct the grand rite of 3,600 offerings to the celestial heavens. Only then may the spirits relent." The Emperor hesitated, and then, "Let it be done." The decree was written anew, on silk in cinnabar ink. A single stick of imperial incense, sacred and white as moonlight, was placed into a jade box. The edict and the incense were entrusted to Commander Hongxian, a tall, rigid man known for loyalty and silence. "Ride without delay," the Emperor ordered. "Return with the master." Commander Hong bowed and left that very night, leading a caravan of horses southward through mountains and mist. They rode for days, through the rolling green of Jiangxi, past villages shuttered by plague and fields left fallow, past weeping families burning yellow charms at their doors. At last, they reached Dragon Tiger Mountain, where it was said that gods walked barefoot and serpents whispered beneath the rocks. As they approached the mountain's foot, a bell sounded in the wind. From the Shangqing Palace, dozens of Taoist priests emerged, bearing banners of flame and silk, lanterns painted with golden cranes, and fans of phoenix feather. Their robes shimmered with silver thread. They bowed low before Commander Hong, who presented the sealed decree and the imperial incense. But their leader, an elderly priest with white hair tied in a jade clasp, offered only a solemn reply. "The celestial master no longer lives here. He has retreated to a hermit's hut high on the summit, seeking spiritual purification. He accepts no visitors." Commander Hong stiffened. "The Emperor commands it." "And we have received the command," the priest said, gesturing to where the edict now rested upon the altar. "But the celestial master walks between worlds. If you wish to see him, then you must show pure sincerity. Fast, pray, walk barefoot up the mountain alone, with only the decree on your back." Hong's pride bristled. "I am an Imperial officer, not a barefoot pilgrim." "Then you will not find him," the priest said gently. "The mountain listens only to the humble." That night, under torchlight and silence, Commander Hong bathed in mountain spring water, donned coarse robes, and shed his armor. He slung the decree and the incense over his back and began to climb, alone. The path was steep, coiling around cliffs and through ancient forests. Vines hung like serpents. Fog curled around every step. He passed twisted trees that whispered in the wind. He climbed stone stairs worn smooth by time. His legs ached, his breath grew short, and just as he began to curse the path, something stirred. A wind whipped through the trees. Then came a growl, deep and thunderous. From behind a pine trunk, a shape leapt forth. A tiger, enormous, with white striped brow and golden eyes that glowed like embers. Hong froze. The scrolls nearly slipped from his back. The beast stared at him, let out a roar that shook the branches, and vanished into the trees. Hong collapsed to the ground, heart hammering. He was about to turn back when another sound came, a slither. A monstrous serpent, white as snow and thick as a barrel, emerged from the ferns. Its tongue flickered. Its golden eyes blinked slowly. Then it coiled at Hong's feet and hissed, its breath cold as winter. Commander Hong nearly fainted, but the snake simply looked at him and glided away into the rocks. Gasping, trembling, the Imperial officer gathered his wits and staggered forward. And that was when he heard it, a flute, a single note. Then a melody, light and haunting. From over the ridge came a boy, barefoot, bright-eyed, riding a yellow ox. He wore a green tunic tied with hemp cord, and his hair was bound in twin knots. In his hands, a silver flute. He played as he rode, as if the beasts of the forest answered to his tune. Hong stared. "Boy," he called, "do you know where the celestial master is?" The boy smiled but said nothing. He played another note, and then, without warning, he laughed, a high, knowing laugh, and said, "You are too late. The master left this morning. He rode the clouds eastward to the capital. Perhaps he heard your emperor's plea." "You lie," Hong said, breathless. "I do not," said the boy. "I served him tea just this morning in the thatched hut beyond the ridge, but when I turned back, he was gone." The boy played a final note and turned the ox. His voice floated back through the mist. "Go home, officer. He has already answered your call." Commander Hong descended the mountain, weary and shaken. The priests welcomed him back with solemn faces, but he could hardly rest. Something gnawed at him. The next day, he asked for a tour of the temple. They showed him gardens, altars, halls of incense. But then, in a quiet corridor behind the main shrine, he noticed a sealed chamber, its doors barred with bronze, plastered with dozens of red seals bearing ancient Taoist spells. Above the door, a golden plaque read, "The Hall of Demon Sealing." "What lies inside?" he asked. The priest's face went pale. "A warning, a place that must never be opened, sealed by the celestial masters of old. It holds the spirits of monsters who once ravaged the world. It has been shut for centuries. Even we do not know what sleeps beneath." But Hong stepped forward, eyes drawn to a strange inscription burned into a stone tablet nearby. 4 characters, cryptic and ancient. Opens to Hong's arrival. His breath caught. "Hong," he whispered, "my name?" The priests pleaded, "Do not open it. The seals are sacred. We are forbidden." But curiosity burned brighter than caution. "I am the Emperor's envoy," Hong declared. "No spirit dares oppose the will of heaven." He tore the seals. He broke the lock. He opened the door. From the dark within came a sound, a roar, a rush, a cry that cracked the clouds above, and from the earth rose the black mist. Like serpents made of shadow, the mist burst into the sky. It twisted into shapes, monsters, dragons, armored phantoms, and scattered in 100 directions. The seals were broken, the demons were free, and the stars high above Dragon Tiger Mountain began to shift.